do a video today that I have never done before, mainly because I've never been in the position to do this before. But while in Vegas, I broke down, and this guy refused to take my money. He refused it. What he said was, I don't want your money, man, but what I do want is a review on Google. That's right, a review on Google. He said, if I get enough good reviews, I can get on that first page on the Google home or the Google page. So that's what it was. He refused my money. But what happened was, guys, I got to Vegas. We stayed at South Point. Let me lean back. I try to lean forward so you can hear me. People always say, no, well, put your hands in the steering wheel. I'm going to do that when I record a video. See? I do it like this. How about that? I got to South Point Hotel Casino. They got truck parking in case you want to swing through. Just Google it. Phenomenal place. Great restaurants. 130-something thousand square foot casino. Man, that place is huge. Anyway, it's about 10 miles south of the Las Vegas Strip, so if you want peace and quiet from the Strip, great place to go. We went there because it had truck parking, and David wanted to try the place out. And I was like, all right, cool, I have no opinion. But anyway, when I got there, a guy pulled up right behind two of my buddies that's going out there. And as I'm backing up, because I'm backing up beside Michael's fine W9. He's got a 99 model, 2001, something like that. W900 with a studio. And got a C16, big kitty cat in it with about 900 horsepower. So they want to make sure I don't hit his truck. I was fine. I was good. I appreciated the help of spotting him back up, but I was still good. But I was on the phone with David, and as I'm backing up, he said, man, you got an air leak, dude. I was like, and it hit. I was like, oh, yeah, I do. I said, yeah, man, I realized that last night whenever I stopped in Kingman. Not Kingman, but between Kingman and Las Vegas, there's a TA Express. Highly recommend stop there. They got one of those Sbarro. I don't know if you Sbarro. Anyway, pizza joint. I didn't get pizza, but I did get Stramoni going in, and I had to stop going out, so I got it coming out. And the good Stramoni and plenty of parking and easy parking, good parking. So when I got there and I parked the truck that night, I heard the air going. You know, it wasn't with the brake. I tried the hand valve. I don't know if I pulled my hand valve. I pulled my hand valve, nothing. Mashed on the brake, nothing. Pulled the trailer brake, nothing. Pulled the tractor brake, and it went away. So I pushed the trailer brake, it still stayed, or it still nothing. Pulled the release the tractor brake, and the air started again. I was like, oh, release valve. So I was like, I ain't got time to mess with that tonight. I got it. Plus, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I'm not near a shop. So I done forgot about it. So David said, man, you got an air leak. And I said, yeah, let's find it. You know, I figured it was a release valve on the back of the flat hands, the one that I replaced last year. But no, it's the one under in the catwalk, right before you go down to the brake chambers. So anyway, it was late, so I got up the next day, and I actually forgot the next day because the night before we went to the bar, and then we slept late because, you know, you get on Vegas time, messed with my head. Anyway, I forgot all about it. So the next day, right about 4:30, David recommended me call Legacy Truck Parts in Vegas. And David got a recommendation from them from the guy we run these loads with, their broker boss. That's what I call him, broker boss. He's used Legacy before, and they always brought delivered parts to him, you know, and they didn't rape them, they didn't take them to the bank, you know what I mean? So under highly recommendations, I called up Legacy, spoke with a guy named Arson, and Arson said, what do you need, man? I told him what I needed, and he said, give me a second. He checked, got back on the phone. He's like, yeah, I got one. He said, I don't have the OEM, and it's not Bendix, it's aftermarket, but I got one. I said, okay, how much? He said, 39 bucks and some change. I said, okay, can you bring it to me? He said, yeah. So he said, give my guy about 5-10 minutes, he'll be there. After he asked me where I was at, and I told him, he said, yeah, I know where you're at. His driver brought it. Give me a second. Getting dry throat up here doing all the damn talking. So, good old die-bound dude. So, his driver showed up 5-10 minutes later, and he gave me an invoice. And it was only for $43 and some change. And I said, do I owe a delivery fee or anything? He said, no, that's it. I thought, wow, man, that's That's really impressive. I said, do I need to give you a delivery fee? He said, no, man, that's it. Don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. So as soon as old buddy left, I went to wrenching and tearing this thing apart. This is what I had on my hands. As soon as I went tearing it apart, I broke something. Yeah, check this shit out. But that time, I'm sitting there thinking, the moment I start wrenching on this thing, I'm gonna break apart. I'm gonna break a daggum brass fitting. I thought, oh my God. I looked at the time, it's almost 5 o'clock local time. So I called Arson back. I said, hey, by chance you have any brass fittings? He said, yeah, what you need? He said, but we're about to close. I said, I know you're about to close, man. I said, but I'm in a pickle. If you've got a brass fitting and you can bring it to me, I said, I'm gonna give you another $100 on it because it's after hours. I said, I'm in a pickle, I'm in a bind. I've got to deliver this thing in the morning. And he said, okay. He said, my guy's already went home that normally does this. He said, what is it again? I told him, I said, it's a brass fitting. I said, it's a reducer. It goes from a 3/8 down to a 1/4 inch. And that's what I need. I broke it, taking it apart. He said, all right. He said, I don't know where they're at. He said, give me a couple minutes. I'll call you back. Let me see what I can find. And at this time, I'm thinking, is this guy trying to get me off the phone and disappear? Or is he really a good Samaritan and he's wholeheartedly going to call me back? So I got in my mind, I said, if it's 15, 20 minutes from now, I'm going to get an Uber and I'm going to go look for this part. So about 35 minutes later, he called me back. He said, hey man, I said, I think I got your parts. I'm not sure, but I'll be there in a couple minutes. So he pulls up, he gets out of the truck, he looks at the truck, he said, wow man, I like that W9, man, what year is that? Anyway, small talk, we started talking about the truck, talking about trucking. It turns out he's been in trucking all his life, owned some trucks and stuff like that, and he got out of that and started his shop. And if I'm correct, he's got a shop in North Vegas and South Vegas. So either which part of Vegas you're at, this is your shop to deal with. And put it right here, it's in the screen right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share it at the beginning too. Legacy Truck Parts, highly recommend this guy. So he's like, he pulled pieces out of his pocket. The last piece he pulled out, the last fitting, happened to be exactly what I needed. And so I went over to the valve and I screwed it in. I said, yep, that's an exact fit. That's what I need, buddy. I said, how much I owe you? He said, I don't even know what these things cost. Probably about $4 or $5. I said, I got a $20 bill. Anyway, gave him a $20 bill and I said, are you the owner? And he said, yeah. I said, all right. I said, I'm gonna give you 120. I said, and then he said, no, keep it. I said, no, I told you on the phone, I'm gonna give you an extra 100 for bringing this out here because it's after hours. You can be home right now. He said, no, man. He said, I'm just glad to help. He said, no. I mean, we went back and forth like 3 or 4 times. And I said, okay, I'm not gonna argue with you. He said, but what I do want is a good review. He said, if you go on Google, leave me a good review. He said, the more of those I can get, the closer I can get to the front page on Google when somebody's in Vegas and they do a search. And I said, dude, I can do you that. And I'm going to one-up it. I'm going to make you a video and tell everybody how awesome you are, but you would not take my money. So, anyways, his name's Arson. He's the owner, Legacy Truck Parts in Vegas. If you're in Vegas, give this guy a call, man. For one, he delivered the parts and at a good price, and he didn't rate me. He didn't take me to the bank. And 2, he stayed after hours to make sure I got a part to get this truck operational. That way I could do what I needed to do. And then he refused to take my money and just said, no, man, I just want a good review. Leave me a review and we good. So anyway, highly recommend Legacy Truck Parts in Vegas. And I just thought I'd share that experience with you guys and let you know there's still some great people out there. I don't know how much that would have cost me if I would have been at TA Petro or at Love's. If you know, let me know in the comments what you think that job would have cost me. Because out of pocket, it only cost me like $63 and some change and about 3 heart attacks. So yeah, that's about what it cost me. Anyways, guys, you still hanging in there, you rock. Give me a big old thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Put videos out on the regular, all things trucking. Until the next video, see you, bye.